Awesome. So, for this interview, we have Cassin, who's part of the Half a Million program. Cassin, would you like to just talk about what you do and talk about your agency?
Yeah, guys. So Casino, as you said then, and yeah, we're running a marketing agency for e-commerce that want to get take the next step.
Yeah, cool. So for this call, really, what I'd like to talk about, it's actually like your experience into, joining the program and, first of all, like what was the, some of the main things that you personally found helpful? Because what I've noticed is that each customer has different breakthroughs when it comes to joining the program, right? So we'll talk about that and also get to talk about, the evolution within your agency, not necessarily focus too much on like the revenue growth, but also like, things that grew like structure wise, right? Because I think that's where you guys really saw some really good value. So yeah, just like how did you first even learn about me?
Great question, bro. Like, like 5 months ago,
Yeah.
like I saw this guy with like dreads. I was like, shit, who's that? Who's that? So I literally started to follow you here on Facebook
Mhm.
and saw a lot of posts. I was like, shit, this guy is
Yeah.
consistent. And I was like, okay, he's talking about a really good thing. You shared a lot of great value,
Yeah.
and so that's actually how I learned about you. And also like I looked at you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Uh, so I've been following you for a long time before actually reaching out to you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
Mm.
remember when we first got on our first call. I think we got on our on our first call, and I walked you through everything like that. And then you were interested in the program, but then you fucking
Yeah,
ghosted me.
I didn't ghost you. I told you like what happened.
Yeah.
I have a business partner, so I can't blame it on him, because I could also have taken the step, right?
Yeah.
But during that time the cash flow was not there, and I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do, right?
Yeah.
So I have a weak mindset, a
Yeah.
fucked up mindset,
Yeah.
right? Because that cost us more money than actually joining
Yeah.
like on that time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think you guys had in the meanwhile, I think before you guys joined another program, right? I think it was from a guy
Yeah,
in where are you based again?
Sweden,
Sweden? Yeah. I think you had
cold
signed
Sweden,
up,
man. Yeah,
from a guy within a program from a guy in your area, right?
and it was like, okay, not say useless, but it was hard because he doesn't know anything about this market, like this industry, right?
Yeah.
But he knows how to sell things, but like, no, to be
Not
honest, it was not
specific.
it was not, yeah, it was not worth it.
Yeah. He just wasted time. Cool. So, and then I think you ended up just hitting me up maybe like a month later, and you were like, yeah,
Yeah,
just send me the invoice.
yeah.
And then, yeah. What do you think you had maybe a realization while you were waiting? Because you didn't really have to, I don't think you necessarily needed like to join at that time. Like, what made you make that
No,
decision then?
yeah, I was feeling like, okay, we are in like different programs, right?
Yeah.
And I actually see programs as like a brick closer to your goal, right?
Yeah.
So that's the mindset I actually got, and when I listened to Alex Omozi,
Yeah.
right? So it was actually Alex Omozi that actually like convinced me. Like the last like the last thing like that
Yeah.
needed to be in place was him, like, because you have done a great work, and like, as I said, I trusted you already, but during that time, as I said, like the mindset were weak. That was the only thing, to be honest.
100%. And I know Alex Hormozy talks about this thing where he says that most people think that you'll buy a course or you'll buy a program, and then all of a sudden, like you deserve success. But that's not true, right?
No.
Each program, each info product, or each whatever you buy is only supposed to get you a step further, not necessarily take you from A to Z to your, because if that was the case, then, all these gurus who've created courses and programs, then, people who are rich wouldn't be like the top just 1%. It would just, everybody would be rich, because how many people are in the programs that you're in and the courses that you're in, right? Me personally, I'm part of like so many courses, so many programs that, there's thousands and thousands of people. But do you know how much succeed? Maybe like, 5%.
Yeah, it's a low success rate, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So
And yeah, you want to go ahead?
no.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that I really liked from our first call is that yeah, it was an insane first call. I think just that call was just worth the money that you guys paid. One of the things that you guys had been struggling, how much money were you guys? I think you guys were at, set, like, I think you were making like what? How much money were you making before you joined?
Like 4 or 5K,
Yeah.
right? We were at there and
And
USD.
yeah, and how long had you been actually in the game? Because that's really one of the things that made me feel like you guys are crazy for not joining the program. How long have you guys been trying to scale the agency?
Like me and my partner started working together in like at the end of April,
Yeah.
right? So like we actually got to like since August, like not since we actually talked, like we have tried to scale in like different ways, but we have been in the same position all the time. Like we
Yeah.
have felt that what the fuck we doing everything daily.
Yeah.
I was like 5 hours outreach per day,
Yeah.
Monday to Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of months before
Yeah.
getting
Yeah. And you guys are two people. So I was like, it's impossible for you guys not to be making it work. Like, it's just like, you guys are too smart, young sharks. Like, it doesn't make sense for you guys to not necessarily be where you guys want to be. So, when I saw that, I was like, it's crazy for you guys not to join. And yeah, what was for our call, I think one of the biggest insight that we mentioned was actually improving your offer, right? Because back then you guys were offering just Facebook, right? And you guys had spent multiple months trying to get customers, and you guys were stuck, under 10K. So when we got on a call, I was like, well, what is the thing that actually keeps people from not signing up to your service, right? And I think that you guys had recently lost customers, right? And it was
like
because
3 to 4 customers, right?
yeah. And if I remember correctly, it's because, maybe the performance of the ads weren't right, correct?
Mm, mm,
And
right.
and I asked you, okay, what are you guys offering to your customers as service? You guys just said, hey, we're just running ads and things like that. And I asked you, okay, cool. Well, if you were in a brand's shoes, right? Like, would you want to work with people who are only offering you a component of the whole system? Or would you rather have the whole system covered by an agency? Right.
Everything.
And
Yeah.
and that was just crazy because, and I keep talking about this insight where you could actually potentially, if you want to actually sign up all the customers, okay? Because everyone who gets on a call with you has a problem, right? And you guys had been booking calls, but you guys couldn't really close customers. And I was like, well, there's just one way of thinking about it. Just think about what a brand needs to, what's the promise that you guys offer? Do you try to get brands to like over a specific run rate or revenue as the promise? Like, what do you guys promise to your customers as growth?
Yeah, so great question. And after we have like speaking to each other,
Yeah.
we actually like took a step back and like what we're thinking. Okay, so we were actually promising them to hit, I think, 1 million per month,
Okay.
right? Because like if you have the foundations in like with the conversion and like content and also Facebook, the right marketing,
Yeah.
you can make that happen,
Yeah.
right? So we actually doubled down on only contacting like stores that actually had a lot of things in place, and then they needed just a tweak
Yeah.
to like make it fly away.
Yeah.
Right. So that was our first offer. So if you stuck between like I don't know how much it is in USD, but 200,000 Swedish crowns. That's around that's around 200K,
Mhm.
right? If
Yeah.
they stuck there, uh, like they can come to us and yeah, we'll make things happen.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. And while in our call, one of the things that I suggested is that, ask yourself what could keep a brand from not signing up with you. Well, if you're not offering content, if you're not improving their website conversions, right? If you're not making sure that the customer lifetime value of their customers is increasing so that they can actually make sense of spending a lot of money on ads without having to worry about the ROAS, right? Then brands will be like, okay, but why do I just need Facebook? It won't work, right? And that's why most
Right.
agencies can't really sign, they don't really have good offers, right? They're just
No.
going through a course and then, offering what the course told them. But the truth is, unless the course was created by an actual brand owner, the expert who is creating that course has never been in the shoes of a brand. So when the course creator creates a course, he's just trying to sell you the easy route instead of actually selling you the fact that all that like literally the right key to solving your customer's ideal problems, right? So I think one of the things that I asked you to think of is like, hey, why don't you start thinking of offering every mechanism in your offer?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, talk to me about like what have you guys done when it comes to that? I know you guys have worked on it.
Wow, man, a lot of things have happened since our first call. So, as I mentioned before, like starting this talk, like we have invested in like a lot of things to the business, right?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of different consultants with us, or like contractors, or call them what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So we have one helping us with the email marketing, one like in-house that help us with content. We have one new Facebook marketer. We have Google marketer. We have also like a conversion optimization guru and
Yeah.
also things there. Uh, yeah, so we're a bigger team now with a lot more knowledge
Yeah.
and like the good thing with this is that we have actually like started to solve bigger problems for our customers.
Yeah.
So we're actually adding a lot of money because of that. We make our partners earn more money. That
Yeah.
means that we also earn more money,
Yeah.
right? So like we have actually heavily reinvested a lot of money
Yeah.
in the business, and also that we have started like strategic partnerships,
Yeah.
right? So we have actually, for instance, a big player in Sweden.
Yeah.
Like ask about which brand you can think of in Sweden, and they know him,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
We're going to write a contract that he's going to give us referrals the
Yeah.
next during the whole next year, right?
Nice. Yeah.
So things is going to happen as well. Like yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. And, a lot of people just create these customer interviews just to talk about revenue growth. But, the reason why I wanted to just have this interview with you is this is actually not even to focus too much on like the revenue growth, but to talk about the change in actually like business thinking, right? Because the key to growth is not really about outreach. It's just about setting up the right structures to make it unreasonable for you not to grow, right? So, so like, yeah, now you guys, if you guys get calls and a brand is like, oh, well, you know, we're already working with this agency, but they're, you know, they're offering really, you know, their subpar Facebook ad, right? Then, and what another agency would do is that they'd be like, oh, well, we can promise you better return on ad spend. We can promise you better this and that. But the truth is, if you just deal with Facebook, there's not much of like stuff you can add. Like marketers or insights on how to write copy cannot be 10 times better, right? But since you guys offer all the CRO, email, what else did you mention? I forgot. Google, all the other platforms. Well, now
and TikTok, sorry.
Oh shit. So now the brands versus, so if you compare yourself with a typical agency versus you, well, this guy will only say, oh, we can improve what you guys are already doing. But then the brand will be like, oh, but like, you know, no, right? Because they have 10 other interviews or meetings with other agencies who are offering Facebook ad, right? But for you guys have a better leverage because you can come in and be like, hey, the reason why Facebook isn't working has nothing to do with Facebook. It has an issue with your creatives. This other agency is not offering you creatives. So that means people are not enticed to even look at your ad. It's ugly, right? Second thing is your website is also ugly. Nobody's converting. So I don't care how much money you're spending on ads. It doesn't matter, right? And then you can come in and be like, yo, why are you guys worried so much about the return? Why don't you guys just worry about making more money from the leads that you already have from the previous customers? And that's when email marketing comes in, right? Or you guys can just be like, hey, why are you worried too much about Facebook? Let's just launch TikTok. It's killing it right now, right? So now your closing rate goes from, you know, spending months booking in meetings, not being able to close, stuck at 4 or 5K, to literally making it unreasonable for you not to close a deal every single time you get on a call. Right?
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah, I think that was personally, like, I think, you know, the fact that you guys implemented it, that was, I really liked it, right? Because it takes courage, you know, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of investment.
Yeah, like because like the thing where also like I think like you need to be around like high achievers because like the mindset shift also like before I was like thinking like, okay, is it worth to hiring a VA? Like what the fuck, man? now we actually have two VAs and soon we have like onboarding two more. Why? Because that will like make it easier for us to like to find new clients, to close new clients.
Yeah.
So like the sheep mindset we had before, like no, we need to save money. Nah, that doesn't exist anymore. Like of course we need to invest smart, right? So we actually get a return.
Yeah.
So that's the way we're thinking like of like since we started. Yeah. So it's a lot of mindset shift that actually helped us to get shit done, you know?
Yeah.
I remember you told me to do one thing and I said, yeah, I will try it. I will try it out. You were like, try? What the fuck, man? What do you mean we try? You will either do it or not, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I think that this is the biggest issue with this, you know, people starting online businesses. It's like, you think that you're just going to automatically scale to 7 figures or 50K a month without having to take risk, without having to put in a lot of effort, right? But the truth is, an online business is as hard as starting a, you know, brick and mortar business, right?
Yeah.
But most people come in, they spend $1,000 and they hope to have, they feel like, oh, I spent $1,000 on this course, I deserve to be running a multiple 5-figure business, multiple like 5-figure a month business. But the truth is that no, bro, you need to go through like paradigm shifts, right? And actually take this thing seriously, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it kills me because for me personally, like I didn't see growth until I really decided like, okay, I'm gonna go all in. I'm not going to post content once. I'm going to post it as many 7 days a week. I'm not going to do outreach, just have one VA. I'm going to have 10 virtual assistants, right? I'm not going to have a VSL of 40 minutes. I'm going to have a VSL of an hour and 40 minutes, right? I'm not going to go for 5 customers a month. I'm going to go for 100 customers a month, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you grow, man. You got to take this serious, you know? But yeah, where are you guys at right now when it comes to your MRR?
Yeah, so currently we actually have stopped at 10K.
Yeah.
And it a lot of this is actually strategic, because we want to, like, the team is like actually like getting built up now, and like as we have like counted right now,
Yeah.
at beginning of next year we're adding 10K, right? Because
Yeah.
of the new agreements.
Yeah.
And also that we, like, as I said, we have a strategic partner.
Yeah.
He's going to give us a lot of new customers during the next year. We're writing the contract now. So like that's how it looks like right now.
Yeah.
And I know, like, a lot of people like might think, okay, wow, nice. Like a lot of people that is under this think that it's really nice. But the one thing to remember, like, these last months have not been sexy, guys. It have not been that sexy, right? So it's like it have been a lot of like our hours, a lot of struggles, and we still struggle even if we have like a nice deal coming up, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of wins, but we also have a lot of losses as well, right? So so it's really nice, but like it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And I to be honest, I don't think this is for everyone.
It's not. It's not, man.
Just say.
Yeah.
Just say.
Let's tell them the truth. It's like, you know, this is not for you if you think that, you know, if you're looking for an easy way out. This is like a journey that you dedicate your whole life to, right?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
know,
that's the
and
thing.
that's why for me personally, I never want to treat, you know, the products that I build as, oh, come in and then, you know, we'll start making 50K a month. No, I'm like, hey man, you're gonna have to first of all, joining the program isn't cheap. So you're gonna have to spend a lot of money to join, right? And
Yeah.
that itself just gets you grounded, and it just gets you into that, you know, sunk fallacy, you know, sunk cost fallacy, where you're like, oh, but I've already invested this, so I can't really quit. So
Yeah.
now I get you really caught into the actual, now you're invested into your business, right? And then when I tell you, hey, you need to create strategic partnerships, you need to onboard virtual assistants that we train for you, and then you also need to, you know, 10x your outreach, then you're like, okay, cool, let's get to work. But most people who buy $1,000 course, it's like, oh, you have to do outreach, you have to send out 500 DMs a day. They're like, what? F this, I don't want to do it, right?
No.
And it kills me. Yeah. So for you personally, what did you find the most helpful within the program, or being, you know, was it maybe the acquisition? Was it the environment, the mindset? What do you think, what was the most valuable thing for you?
To be honest, there's a lot of things, right? But I think the biggest thing for me were actually the mindset. Like so the people like actually a lot of time with you, man. And also the content you have in the program that you have recorded in the program is fucked up, man. It's a lot of great information, and that you like you need to hear this, right? You need to hear this and like listen to it over and over and over again, and like it will come and it will stick with you, right? But also I love that the way that we actually get help with them, like virtual assistants, because otherwise you spend a lot of time with them. Oh fucking hell, man. But now whenever we have a problem and like or challenge, we get help. We get like our rooms reviewed. We get like the scripts reviewed and get feedback from it, right? And also that the VA can actually book a call with you, like with your team, like
we train them.
That takes away a lot of headache and a lot of time, because like anyways, even if you don't pay like money like you're paying with your time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
To help
which,
the
which
virtual
is the
assistant.
most valuable thing, right? You know, because I know a lot of people who just sell VAs for like 150 bucks and they just hope you to train them and to automatically just get them to help you succeed. But that's not the truth. 90% of everyone who gets a virtual assistant doesn't find a right employee. So for me, I was
No.
like, well, what if instead of just getting you a VA, what if we trained them? And what if we kept them accountable? So every time you have an issue with them, just get them in on a call with our team. We train them, we review what they're doing. If they're doing some dumb stuff, we'll tell you, hey, fire them, just pick a new one. And because that's really it, man. Like you, because for me, it's like I want to just make it so simple for you to just implement, for our customers to implement. So, and that's why, you know, we take care of VAs, we train them, we place them, right? If they're not doing a good job, we fire them. If you're tired of making looms, cool, let's train someone to make your looms for you. Let's place them with you, right? So now all you
Yeah.
have to do is just make decisions and get the business moving, right? But
Yeah.
and that's the best experience you can have, because it's like, you know, we're literally taking care of one component at a time of your business from you. And now you have time to, you know, go out there and create strategic partnerships. You have time for out there to, you know, to even get on a call. I know you have a call with a customer in like after this, it's 8 p.m. for you.
Yeah.
It's like it's the grind, man. It's nobody has time you know, to be worrying about the little stuff, right?
No, man. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
Yeah. A
definitely
lot.
that you really liked the support calls. You definitely have a good time. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, like those are just insane, guy, man. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, always nice vibes and like, uh, like often after those calls, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why haven't I heard this before, right? So it's like
Yeah.
I actually get like surprised over and over and again because like there's a lot of insights that we get also like
Yeah.
so it's a lot of value in it, right?
100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, I always try to just be real and just to try to be personal. I'm not there to, it's not even a Q&A. It's just us
No,
talking, just us networking, right? And you know, just telling you the truth. But yeah, man. So what are your goals for what's your goal in the next 4 months?
next 4 months you will see
Yeah.
us as I said 55K, right?
Yeah.
Or not like, oh no, earlier, bro.
Yeah.
3 months from now. 3 months from now, 55K. And during June this year, this coming year, right?
Mhm.
100K. Because like we actually have like we are actually building a team of A players.
Yeah. You
And
want,
like
yeah, go ahead.
what to say?
No, no, finish what you had to
No,
say.
like no, and like now we're also like expanding our sales process. Like I'm actually having two like appointment setter
Yeah.
plus me. So we're going to fucking crush the
Yeah.
market, bro. And like, yeah,
Do it.
so it feels, yeah, we feel confident about these numbers, and we have calculated everything,
Yeah.
like, and yeah, so
That's good.
that's the goal.
Let's schedule another call in 4 months.
100%, man.
Let's do it.
100%, bro. Like,
Yeah.
100%. You will see me there. I will, no. I will come to you, bro. We will have a live call, right?
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. I mean, hey, I definitely want to see that stripe screenshot, you know, with 50
100%, man.
bands dropping every month. That would be definitely sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So what would you say someone who's like, what would you tell yourself? Like, let's say it's like 3 months ago, you know, or a few months ago before you joined the program, like, what would you
Yeah.
say to someone who's maybe who's currently dealing with acquisition issues, who's dealing with a shitty offer, who's really not able to scale past, you know, 10K, 20K, 30K per month. Um, when it comes to like, you know, joining the program, like would be your advice?
Yeah, first and foremost, that decision of not joining is costing you more money. Okay,
Yeah.
that's that's only the first thing, right? And second of all, like if you're stuck, if you don't know how to take make a change to for you to actually evolve and get
Yeah.
to the next step of your business journey, like what do you have to lose? Right? What the fuck do you have
You're
to lose?
already losing.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're only losing. So what the fuck do you have to lose? So stop being a
Yeah.
little bitch as I was. I was there, guys. Like I was a little bitch. So stop being a bitch and go for it. Like
Yeah.
it's just money. Money is worthless if you don't use it. Correct, right?
100%. Yeah, totally. I'm actually personally looking to find the best mastermind to join because I want to start looking at what people making 1M a month are doing. And
Yeah.
what's money in the bank account? It's not worth it, right?
No.
But imagine spending 20 G's, 50 G's just to be part of a community with people making 1M a month. They'll be like, yo, you just spent 50K. Why are you even like, is that even breakfast money? Like, come on, man. Stop. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like I lost that. I didn't even notice. Like, who stole 50K from me, man? I didn't even notice it, right? But that's because there is levels to this game, man. And that's why when I see people who are setting low targets, like 10K a month, I'm like, why are you setting it so low? It's like there's so much more. And I promise you, it's as hard to be at 10K a month as it is to be at 500K a month, as a million a month.
Yeah.
It's the same bullshit. It's the same 24 hours filled with work, with stress, with pleasure. But why are you settling for, stop settling for 10K a month? Go 100, right? At
Mm,
least you're going to be
mhm.
sad and depressed. And at least you can have, a good weekend with your family and you can fly them out whenever you want, right?
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%. And like this is the game of speed. Like you won't be able to be at 10K for 5 years and like still be on top, right?
Yeah.
You will get fucked up. So like it's better to scale as fast as possible,
Yeah.
but still like doing that like in a good way, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like, yeah, 10K, been there 2 years now.
Yeah.
No. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah. No, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you have a call shortly, but yeah, man, I just wanted to thank you for, for taking the time to jump on a call with me, but more importantly, to actually be getting after it, right? I personally, I know a lot of people just think that we're in this game just to make money, but for me personally, man, like I don't care about the money. I just want to be surrounded by people which are getting after their dreams. Because if you
Yeah.
go after your dreams, you know, like I'll be there to support you, right? And that's really what's good, right? And that's why when we get on calls, that's why, we keep improving our program. It's not because of the money, right? Let's just create
Mm.
the best environment for people to actually achieve their dreams, right?
Yeah, and like if you ask them, I really think that like this is a game changer for their life, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a big impact you're doing. So like, yeah,
Yeah, it
that
is,
is
man. Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you, Cassin, for this interview. Yeah, maybe in January. Are you pulling up to London?
maybe. Well, maybe.
Yeah, because
Let's get it.
we're yeah. I'm towards end of January. I want to host something in London.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a mastermind.
let's make it. Like, yeah, I would love to come
Let's
and
do it.
visit that
Yeah.
London,
Or
man.
maybe I come to Sweden, man. I know
Come and
Sweden.
freeze. It's called come and freeze with me, bro.
Yeah,
Come.
I'm coming, man. I know you guys have beautiful women.
Ooh.
I know
Say
you're
less.
taking
Say
all
less.
the beautiful girls in Sweden, so I gotta come in and add some competition in the country. But
No, man, no.
yeah, man. Thank you so much, and thank you for getting on this call late at night. I really appreciate it. So
Thank you,
yeah,
man.
thanks, man. Have a beautiful day, and thanks everyone for watching this this video. Bye bye.